we're talking about History 3, Make Your Days Count. I see History 3 on TikTok getting so much hype, and then I had already had the spoiler of the ending. So with History 3, I went into it, expectations were very low because of History 4. So we're starting this show with Hao Ting. I'm not gonna lie, I was not the biggest fan of his character or his friend group in the beginning. Honestly, the first half of the show, I was not really feeling the vibes because the way that both couples got together was very, I guess Hao Ting used to be like a model student, and then he stopped being a model student and he preferred wreaking havoc across the school. Zigu was the exact opposite. His backstory: his parents died when he was young. His aunt tries to take care of him, but he feels guilty, so he studies really hard to get like scholarships and pay his school tuition so he doesn't have to burden his aunt. And then the girlfriend takes interest in Zigu, so Hao Ting is jealous. So him and his friend group decide, let's bully him. His friends like end up beating him up. Let me not say he got beat up. I'm pretty sure it was just one punch. But why are we getting violent? He's not pursuing this girl at all. He done told this girl, I don't like you like that. I low-key don't even want to be your friend. But he's being kind because he's just a kind-hearted person. They stop him from taking an exam, which, knowing his backstory, his exams, his studies, that is very important to him. He barely has money. He got to work a part-time job. He barely has enough money to feed himself regularly. He's just trying. He's really trying. And them stopping him from taking his exam was like very detrimental to him. So after all that happens, now Hao Ting feels really bad about it. He feels really guilty about all the BS that him and his friends have been putting him through. So then he decides he's gonna try to make up for it by being nice to him. And then he ends up catching feelings. Like, normally I like a little enemies to lovers type beat, but this one was, the enemy part was real extreme, and then the lover part was real extreme. Like, the switch up was crazy. But the thing is, Ziyu doesn't like Hao Ting for obvious reasons. Hao Ting starts stalking this man, and I don't care, that was stalking. He followed him home without him knowing. Followed him to his job without him knowing. That is what we like to call a stalker. And he doesn't want anything to do with you. So why are we following him around like that? And basically, like, high key forces him to like him, because he was like, oh, I'm not gonna stop until you like me. What do you mean you're not gonna stop until he likes you? Sir, he doesn't have a desire to like you. He doesn't like you. So he literally did not stop harassing this man until he started liking him. But when they did eventually get together, the story progression is slightly better, I guess. You get more of an insight into Hao Ting's family dynamic, which a little odd. They like get caught together by the parents because they decided to have like a little makeout sesh in the living room on the couch, which, like, Mookie. And the parents are upset. They don't approve of the relationship. They don't accept the relationship, which, who didn't see that coming? And what's crazy about the whole parents is, like, They put him on a punishment. They weren't allowed to see each other, yada yada yada. He buys him a cell phone so they can communicate with each other. And then the parents have the nerve to be like, oh, you guys can date if you get into, I think it was like one of the top 5 national universities. We don't care about your happiness. We don't care about you guys being in love. We don't care about none of that. The only way you guys are dating is if you get them grades up. What in the hell is going on? Obviously, he gets into one of the top universities. They're able to be together. They are super cute, so in love. Even the friend group is like not used to seeing Hao-Ting being so lovey-dovey and affectionate towards their partner. And low-key, I'm pretty sure one of the twins liked ZQ. It was implied, at least that's what I took away from it. I'm pretty sure one of the twins liked him. So they end up together, you know, everything's fine. We're so lovey-dovey. The main thing that I constantly heard about with this series, which is the ending, ZU dying at the end. Girl, when that happened, I was just like, but for what? Like, I already was just like, not over the show. I mean, low-key, I was kind of over it. I was just like, what even? It's just what I kept thinking. And then I'm like, okay, cute. They're gonna, because low-key, while I was watching it, I kind of had forgotten that he's supposed to die. Good for them at this point. And then he dies. It was the most vague, like, death ever. Which, I mean, it was foreshadowed in the show because he almost got hit by some mode of transportation multiple times throughout the series. Because I was like, does this man ever pay attention when he's crossing the street? Like, motorized vehicles coming from both directions, sir. Look both ways. So he ends up dying, which apparently the author or the creator wrote an alternate ending where he does get into an accident, but he doesn't die. Which, high key, that should have been put in the series because what was the point of the death? Was it episode 10, episode 20? However many episodes there were, the last episode, girl, didn't even match with the vibe of the rest of the show. It felt like I was watching a completely different series. So after his death, Hao-Ting becomes like a model, stand-up student and citizen, top of the class, super smart, doing amazing in life. He has a girlfriend. It basically shows like the process of him trying to like get over the death, which the last episode was like a 6-year time hop, which we know how I feel about a time hop. Yeah, and then they had like a random look-alike person that Hao-Ting was like tutoring or something, and I was like, okay, it was okay. Like, I didn't dislike it, but I didn't really like it either. And that was just the first freaking couple. The second couple was Hao-Ting's best friend. I think his name was like Bo. And again, they are seniors in high school. He works part-time at his cousin's gym. And he has a crush on one of the patrons of said gym, who just so happens to, of course, be a grown man who's like 12 years older than him. So at first, Zigong is not feeling the vibes. The difference in maturity levels, the difference in age, it was so obvious, and it was very annoying because he literally acts like a child, which as he should. He's a senior in high school, of course he's gonna be childish. Then you have this grown man. They were at two completely different stages of life, and I know it's a show, And I know there are lots of shows that are very unrealistic, but I don't like when shows try to make like realistic situations, but they're very unrealistic. I just feel like there could have been some changes that could have made it better. Zigong was like a decent human being too in the beginning, because he was Zigu's boss, and he would give him like food and money because he knew that he was very much impoverished. So he was like trying to help him out, and he even told Hao Tang, like, you know, low key, stay away from him if you're not like serious, because his studies and succeeding in life, it's very, very important to him. So he was like giving big brother, like good older brother vibes. I just feel like the whole plot in the story could have worked better if they were like in university. Not freshmen in university, but like, can we not have teen at the end of our age? There's not much to touch on with the second couple. They end up living happily ever after. They didn't have like too much drama. Their biggest drama was in the beginning, the age gap, and then Zigong, his family doesn't accept that he is gay, and Zigong's father ends up accepting him in their relationship. So that was nice, a nice happy ending for them. I'm mad at TikTok for overhyping this show. It's not my vibe, but clearly it's other people's vibes. I wouldn't watch it again. I'll say that. I don't see myself watching History 3 Make Our Days Count another time. This is my fave. This is the only bronzer that like actually looks good on me. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I may have missed out on a few things. I don't know how good my videos are when I don't really care for the show. I feel like the videos are probably better when I like really like the show. So in the past 2 videos, including this one, I haven't really been down for the show. But don't worry, next week we're gonna get back to talking about shows that I actually thoroughly enjoy. So this is the look. It came out nice. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for, you know, coming over here and listening to me ramble on. See you in the next video. Bye.